These two Arcadia neighborhoods share the same school district, the same oak trees, and the same zip code, but the homes inside them couldn't be more different. And most buyers picked the wrong one for the wrong reason. Number one is trophy estates on 20,000 square foot lots. And the other is a quiet foothill pocket built around one of the best elementary schools in the state of California. Same zip code, says that they cost the same, but they don't. So today we're going over Santa Anita Oaks versus Highland Oaks, the differences, the pros and cons of each, and why buyers choose one neighborhood over the other. What's up everyone? I'm Calvin Chen. I'm a realtor and I cover real estate development and community news here in the San Gabriel Valley. And if you're trying to figure out which corner of Arcadia is right for your family or your money, this is the breakdown that nobody gives you straight. Stick around to the end because the part most people get wrong is the school question. And I'll tell you exactly how I'd go about it. So first, let's start out with some quick context so that we're on the same page. Both of these neighborhoods sit in the northeast half of Arcadia, and they both feed into Arcadia Unified, which is a big reason why people fight to get into Arcadia. Both of these have the mature oak streets that make Arcadia, well, Arcadia. And here's the thing a lot of people don't realize. They actually butt up right against each other. So Santa Anita Avenue is basically the dividing line. Let's define the borders. Santa Anita Oaks is the western one, just east of the LA County Arboretum. Highland Oaks is the one tucked up in the foothills against the base of the San Gabriels. So the same DNA, but a totally different feel. And let's get down in depth of each neighborhood. First is location and feel. Santa Anita Oaks is the prestige address. You're a few minutes from the shops at Santa Anita Park, the Arboretum, and the 210. The streets are leafy, the setbacks are really deep, meaning that the homes sit back off the road. It's the quintessential old Arcadia money. If your idea of luxury is space, retail, and an address that people recognize, Santa Anita Oaks is it. Now, Highland Oaks. Push to the northeast and the priorities for the buyers change. It's quieter. It's more wooded and it's right up against the mountains. You've got trailheads basically in your backyard, Mount Wilson Trail, Chantry Flats. There's less through traffic and more seclusion. It trades that quick freeway access, although you're still close, for that tucked away, end of the road type of feeling. You have to take Santa Anita northbound for a bit, so unless you have business in Highland Oaks, this neighborhood, you probably won't be driving through here. And that's a big plus for a lot of the residents in this neighborhood. Now, don't get me wrong, Santa Anita Oaks is still very quiet and very exclusive. It's just closer in proximity to everything to do and to the 210. And a lot of buyers I've worked with will oftentimes prefer the more secluded Highland Oaks, trading for just a smaller lot size. Both are great choices. It's just what your priority is as a buyer. So be honest in the comments. Are you a buyer that wants to be in the action or kind of disappear in the trees kind of buyer? And let me know in the comments below. Now, number two, the lots and the homes, what you actually get. This is where the gap shows up. So first, Santa Anita Oaks has size. We're talking about lots that frequently run 20 to 30,000 square feet, homes in the 4 to 6 bedroom range, and 4,000 plus square feet of living space. There's a lot of custom and semi-custom builds in Arcadia. This is where you see people put the multi-generational houses with maybe a pickleball court and a pool at the same time in the backyard. Now, Highland Oaks is still luxury, but it's a step more grounded. Lots are generally in the 0.2 to 0.4 acre range. That's 8 to 17,000 square feet. Homes can run anywhere from 1,500 square feet to 5,000 square feet. There's a lot of ranch and ranch influence styles in this neighborhood. That means one floor, long and horizontally built. Some of them on nice sloped foothill view lots too. And as you probably know, in Arcadia, you're not really buying the house. Well, I mean, you are, but more importantly, you're buying the dirt, the amount of land. The structures get torn down and rebuilt constantly. So if land is the asset, Santa Anita Oaks gives you more of it. But more land means more from your pocket, and that matters when we get to the price points here in a few minutes. So what's your priority in Arcadia? The bigger lot or the quieter streets? If you had to pick just one from those two options, which one wins? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, now there's something that ties both of these neighborhoods together. And if you toured any homes on Zillow or even in person in these two neighborhoods, you've heard this name, Robert Tong-designed. Tong's the architect behind a huge share of Arcadia new luxury homes. He's the founder of a firm called Sanyao International. And once you know his look, you'll almost see it everywhere. The soaring grand foyers, the sweeping staircases, sometimes a 2-story rotunda ceiling, coffered ceilings in the office, Italian marble, a separate walk kitchen off the main kitchen, and even a junior suite on the ground level for that multi-generational living. And that's something we've seen again and again from a Robert Tong-designed home. And Tong's basically designed this for a very specific buyer. It does change case by case, but in general, families who want a brand new estate, space for grandparents underneath the same roof, a real kitchen for that wok hey, that flavor of the wok, and an address inside Arcadia schools. That demand is a big reason Arcadia picked up the Chinese Beverly Hills nickname. That's a quote, by the way. It's just who's been buying and why. Tong's built homes for exactly that buyer in both of these neighborhoods. And as I'm recording this right now, there are 8 Robert Tong designed homes on the market in Arcadia. So if that look is what you want, you actually have options right now. And if you want me to send you current Tong designs, just reach out. My link's in the description. I'll send a custom list in your inbox. So let me know, have you been inside a Robert Tong designed home and what stood out to you? Because for me, I'm a big coffered ceilings type of person. Okay, now the school question. This is the one that I said most people get wrong, and here's why. Everyone assumes that you're choosing between 2 different schools in these 2 neighborhoods, but you're actually not. Pull up the actual Arcadia Unified Boundary Map, the real one, not Zillow, and you'll see both of these neighborhoods sit in the same elementary zone, Highland Oaks Elementary. From there, it's Foothill Middle, then Arcadia High. The same exact pipeline for both. Now you'll hear very often that people say San Anita Oaks feeds into Hugo Reed, but if you look at the map, Hugo Reed is on the west side of the Arboretum. San Anita Oaks is on the east side. So if schools are the entire reason you're buying, here's the good news. If you choose between these 2 neighborhoods, you basically can't lose. But here's the one catch, and this is the part I think a lot of buyers get wrong when buying in Arcadia. The southern edge of Santa Anita Oaks, down near Orange Grove, is close to where the zone can flip towards a different school. So the rule is make a phone call to Arcadia Unified. Do not trust the listing, don't trust the Zillow boundary, verify the exact address before you write the offer. So now it's the big question, price, the money. Both of these neighborhoods are in the 91006 zip code. And right now, 91006 median price for a single family home is about 1.66 million, basically flat, down under 1%, with homes selling in about 19 days. But if you're familiar with these neighborhoods, 1.66 is not even close. This zip code blends in cheaper streets with these 2 premium pockets. Inside San Anita Oaks and Highland Oaks specifically, you are well above that. San Anita Oaks estates regularly ask in the mid 2 to 3 million plus. And Highland Oaks averages closer to that 1.9 and can run past 3 million on the bigger lots. So when you're shopping these 2 neighborhoods, you have to shop it street by street, comparable by comparable, and that's exactly why I'm here to break it down. So if you came to me today and you asked me which one, I'd ask you if you want the biggest lot and the trophy address, then it's Santa Anita Oaks. But if you want the trail access and that quietness of the foothill, Highland Oaks. If you're worried about schools, don't be, because they both feed into Highland Oaks Elementary, so that one's a tie. If you want the maximum amount of land as a long-term asset, I think Santa Anita Oaks. But if you want that brand new estate look with the walk kitchen and the grand foyer, look at the Robert Tong listings in both. So here's the real takeaway. Most people try to decide between these 2 on schools. Both feed into the same pipeline. So it really comes down to one question. Do you want the biggest lot and the prestige address, or the same exact schools for less money in a quieter foothill pocket? So that's a breakdown of the 2 neighborhoods. Same district, same Oaks, same zip, yet 2 neighborhoods that solve completely different problems. My name is Calvin Chen with Real Brokerage. If you're weighing these 2 or any Arcadia pocket and you want the street by street breakdown, the current Robert Tong listings are an honest take about which fits your budget, book a call with me. My link's in the description and the bio. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more SGV neighborhood breakdowns, and I'll see you on the next one.